Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday. We are going into its 3/18 of 2024. It is a 20, it is a 2. We are going to read the 2. I hope everybody's doing good on this magical day. Okay, let me put my specs on that I can actually see the book. Let's see, a 2. The number 2 reveals that you are not alone with the issues on the card that you have drawn. Look for support from someone who will work through the issues with you, such as a friend or a teacher in the outside world. A harmonious environment and good advice from a wise heart are more critical than ever for you now. Ensure that all forms of communication are calm and peaceful, even with yourself. Number 2 teaches that you need an opposite, another person, in order to help you to become self aware and to grow. It's energy field promotes self-awareness, groundedness, stability, and reflection. That's a great message to start off this Magical Monday reading. I hope everybody's staying beautiful, happy, and safe out there. There's a lot of things going on about this April 8th going on. They're calling National Guards in. They're telling you to stock up for a week or two, get batteries, flashlights, Oklahoma, a few other states. Something's up. That's not a normal solar thing. So we're going to dig into the cards. The cards are all for collective. It's collective energy, and it will give us some direction, help us. It's like a daily directional. And I think it helps me, and I know it helps a lot of people because I have had beautiful comments. I've had beautiful emails. I've had beautiful everything coming to me, and it's just wonderful. I love my soul family. So now let's get going on this Magical Monday reading. I start with the dreams of Gaia, and what I do is I start with those and I clarify with the Oceanic Tarot. So we are going to start out, and we got some water again. We've had a lot of water and fire, folks. I'm starting to do the ones that turn backwards now because I was told to. We got the Five of Wands, or Five of Wands, Five of Water. Here I am. And that's a beautiful card. She's praying, she's flowing, she's praying, she's got the sun on her, but she's also ignoring the beauty around her. Feeling alone and isolated without hope, consumed by fears and doubts, unable to see a way forward, trapped in the moment, feeling angry and betrayed, mourn your loss, playing the victim. The Five of Water represents feeling of fear, doubt, and hopelessness that can cloud our minds and hearts and give rise to confusion, misunderstanding, and anger. These emotions are often born of our own pain and insecurities and can cloud our ability to see the love that surrounds us. All too often, when we experience a moment of great hurt or loss, we can feel alone, as if no one could possibly understand the depths of anguish we are feeling. Whether it be the end of a marriage or friendship, the death of a loved one, or a battle with mental illness, we can sometimes find ourselves weighed down by pain and suffering and blind to the beauty and love that surrounds us. Loss of any kind causes us to experience a range of emotions, including sadness, fear, confusion, guilt, regret, anger, and betrayal. Sometimes we can even experience a complete absence of emotion. To think of the future serves only to add to the burden of sorrow because all hope seems gone. The Five of Water is a challenging card because it is not one that offers any real comfort. Loss is something we all experience, and if we are already vulnerable and sensitive to hurt, then it can be overwhelming. The death of a loved one, the loss of a friend, being betrayed by someone we trusted and loved. There are no words of comfort that will lessen the pain we feel. The Five of Water symbolizes the need to allow yourself to work through your grief and to take as much time as you need. Allow the emotions to flow and flow along with them, but not to the extent that they threaten to overwhelm you or to have you lashing out at others. You need to remember that you have people around you who love you. Look up. While you may feel alone, you are not. There are people around you who have also experienced loss. They know, they understand. Allow them to be there for you in your time of need. Yeah, that's a great card, but we don't want to stay in that situation. We don't want to stay in that feeling too long. Now, the clarifier that we got was the Three of Wands, and that's motivation. Just lost the book. Okay, here we go. Think laterally, try new ways to fire your communication and creativity. This three brings energy and enthusiasm to all your activities, and in love predicts a new relationship. In celebrations such as weddings and engagement, the three is also the brilliant card for travel and for the arts and sports to show a dynamic attitude that gets results. You may find yourself taking an unusual approach to a dilemma or situation, find ingenious ways to problem solve and get your message across. Right there, this is someone that is caught in the loss, but this is telling you to get motivated and do things, travel, art, whatever you're interested in doing. Don't get lost. Get motivated and find yourself. Once you get motivated, you get your body motivated, you get yourself motivated, you'll think about what you want. If not, you'll just stay in a stagnant state, and that's not good for anybody. We also got the Seven of Air. But it was reversed. And I am going to read the reverse. The four, oh, it was the Four of Air. Oh, I thought it was a seven. The Four of Air reversed symbolizes the importance of addressing distractions and negative influences, and sometimes that includes people as well as habits. When this card appears reversed in your reading, ask yourself if you have someone in your life that is always questioning your goals and creating ventures. Interesting. Yeah. Hmm. This asks you if you have someone in your life that is always questioning your goals and creating ventures. If so, do they often suggest or imply that you are wasting your time? Do they always suggest reasons you should not do something that you know would make you happy? Do they interpret your routine with an expectation that you entertain them? It might be necessary to take them aside and ask that they be supportive or silent, and that they respect your desire to work to a routine. If they refuse, then it might be necessary to step back and decide if the friendship is a healthy one. To raise legitimate concerns is a sign of caring, but to ridicule or dismiss your goals as being unimportant is not. If a friend refuses to respect your boundaries and work ethics, are they truly your friend? Oh, that's a question you have to ask. That's an interesting scenario. And as I was reading that, what this is telling me that someone is in a loss, whatever it may be, whether it be a relationship, a job, just lost in time at this point, not sure which direction to go to. Spirit is saying get motivated. And this, the reverse, is saying if people around you are downing you and you're trying to get happy and motivated and do what you want to do, and they're saying, oh no, you can't do that. That's what this is directing. There's somebody back in the background that is making you feel this way. There's something or someone. And like I said, Spirit's saying get motivated. And this one could be a block. It could be someone in your life that's just downing you all the time and saying, you got to do something else. You just can't do that. And a lot of people have got their dreams really blown away by other people's opinion. We got to remember that it is just an opinion. I guess that was a four. Oops. because we did get the Seven of Swords. And that's loss. Yeah. The seven is known as the thief card of the tarot because it reveals something being taken from you. Often it validates your suspicions. So if your intention is telling you not to trust, follow it. Investigate the detail rather than agree to an offer straight away. Wait until you have evidence that is genuine. Also, this card asks you to take extra care of your possessions and to protect yourself from negative people. Drain your energy, protect your assets, and examine the motives of others carefully. Be on guard. Yeah, be careful. There's someone that isn't that honest out there, and we just that's a loss. So we really need to be careful with that. Now we got the Four of Fire, and this is another action card. This is concentration, focus, energy, application, patience, increased skill, work ethic. The Four of Fire is symbolic of focusing mind, emotion, and deliberate action that, once applied, lend impetus and momentum. It means acting with both skill and accuracy and establishing a work ethic or creative process that is a reflection of both. It is about focusing on the task at hand, making it the center of your attention, and not allowing distractions to cause you to lose sight of your target or objectives. The Four of Fire represents showing discipline by devoting regular time and energy to repeat practice and applications, which in turn increase skill and ability, and in doing so, make one's action more confident and therefore faster. Goals manifest faster and outcomes are achieved with less energy wasted. With time and practice, a process can become a natural as breathing, and mistakes become forever. Unlike other animals, humans are not born with the intimate knowledge required to survive. To survive, we must be both willing and prepared to learn. A baby first crawl, then walks, and then learn to run. That same baby cannot run before it has first learned to crawl and walk. We learn primarily through a process of repetition and practice. Without repetition and practice, we may be able to learn the rudiments of a new skill, but we cannot become brilliant or accomplished at it, even if we are naturally gifted. If the Four of Fire appears in a reading, it signifies the importance of focus, dedication, discipline, and practice on a physical level. It suggests that we concentrate now and do what we need to be done, that needs to be done. The way we improve and achieve things faster is by devoting our attention and focusing to practice. There is no such thing as an overnight success. You must first pay your dues to be the best. Takes time. We were indoctrinated by repetition and it worked. So now we have to use repetition to learn new things like Earth School and Mystery School and things we're interested in, not things they're forcing down our throat. And that is all. As you see, she's even got the bird that's focusing. She's very focused. And that's where we need to be right now. These cards are saying, get motivated, get over it, keep an eye on who's around you, the negative that's influenced you, and be accurate in repetition and improve what you're doing. That is a great message for a lot of us. With that, we got the Ace of Wands, and that's growth. You're crowned with success under the influence of this creative ace as new projects, work ideas, and travel plans take off. You're able to communicate well now, to share your vision and persuade others to get on side. If you've been wondering if your plans will succeed, this card tells you yes. Listening to your intuition will also strengthen your spirit beliefs. An additional meaning is fertility and pregnancy and beginnings, a new journey or adventure. Step into your power, invent, talk, and create. Whatever you say now will be well received. That's a great card. And the action card, the that is a good card to get. This has been so far a really good message. Cards and coffee on Magical Monday with my soul family. I couldn't think of anything better. Okay. Now, we got this the other day and we got it again. And this is New Beginnings. And I know we are going to New Beginnings, and this is the Ace of Fire. And this is a beautiful card. I always say I love it. It's got the Leo, the fire, and the golden egg with the spider protecting it at this point. And I had to look at the golden egg to make sure there wasn't a baby in there, but there's a cobweb around it. So it's really protected. This is new beginnings, opportunities, actively pursuing your goals, taking advantage of what's being offered. Move beyond research and planning. Weave your future into being. Take something old and make it better. Break with tradition and offer something new. Uncertainty inspires procrastination. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. It's all just been taken and redone. And I think that's a great way to be. Take something old and make it new again. Like all of the ace cards, the Ace of Fire represents the promise of new beginnings and opportunities. But unlike the other aces, this card also represents action. So far, it's been action, these last two cards. It represents the power for and the necessity of taking the initiative and actively pursuing your goals. It is about taking advantage of the opportunities we are presented with as opposed to thinking about it. It is good to have a goal, to dream, and to make plans. But the Ace of Fire lets us know that now is the time to move beyond research and planning. It is time to take the first real step towards getting things underway. It is time to follow through on inspiration and create. It is time to weave your future into being. Time for you to begin your active participation. Motivation. The Ace of Fire also symbolizes inventiveness. Take an old idea and make it better, or create something new and unique. Whatever you seek to do, you can now make it your own and imbue it with your unique perspective and imagination. Now, rather than follow tradition, do something in a way that offers a new approach. You are surrounded by so much potential at this moment. The Ace of Fire represents passion and excitement. It is a time full of energy and life. Take advantage of this moment and the power it brings. Yeah, that's always a great message. And we've got it 2 times now. So gotta kind of keep an eye on that. Now we got the King of Pentacles on that one. Trust. The king reveals a man who is ambitious, trustworthy, and protective. When he commits to a project or relationship, he is loyal to the last. He can be a powerful business owner or leader. He has a hands-on attitude. As the U card in a reading, he represents generosity and love. What you gain, you share with the people who are important to you. Protect what is yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success brings. Yeah, that's a great message. And with the egg card and the gold, that's a beautiful message. Now hmm, we have the Five of Earth. And this is the trickster card. And we were just talking about kind of a religious setting tonight, and it was interesting about the trickster. Uh, Easy options, easy money, convincing, deception, unnecessary risk, addiction, blame. There's something going on in somebody's field, probably a lot of people's field, where there is someone depending on someone taking advantage, maybe addictions or the easy way out, or just living up. Just be careful who's around you. Avoid easy answers. Think twice about taking risks. Something is not as it seems. Be honest with yourself. You are accountable. Do you gamble with another's future? Consider the feeling of others. Look beyond selfish desires and blame. When the Five of Earth card appears, awareness is the key importance. Something is not right. Someone is not as they seem. Someone lies and deceives, and that someone could be you. Could it be that you are lying to yourself and those around you? It might not be a deliberate deception, but it is a deception nonetheless. As you can see with the card, she is in the background, the shadow of her. He's all color with the Ace of Spades, and he's got the long black fingernails. So he is a trickster. She is like, no, I don't want any part of that. And he's offering her something. You got to be careful of that offering. What do they want? What needs to be done in return? So you got to be careful with that. Nothing is for free when it comes to people like that. As you see, he's got the jewels right here. So he's probably going to offer her the jewels, and she's like, no, I don't want it, because she knows. The Five of Earth can always also symbolize the devil inside, who encourages you to take the easy way out, to look for options that lead to instant gratification instead of putting in hard work that yields enduring success. Is his voice in your head and heart inspiring you to risk everything for the chance of a quick buck or a momentary thrill? Think twice. If you choose to take a gamble now, you risk losing it all. This trickster is the beautiful con man whose sweet words encourage you to believe your own lies and deceptions. He creates to your weaknesses and addictions, dealing out easy lies instead of hard truths. He tells you to blame others for all that is wrong, disappointments, heartaches, past failures, and missed opportunities, instead of taking responsibility for your own choices and actions. Wherever the deception lays at this time, there may be some basis for your doubts and questions. Your inner voice is telling you to look closer and see beyond selfish desires and blame so you can perceive the truth. Be honest with yourself, or heartache and disappointment may well follow. This has been an interesting reading because we do have some things coming out in this world that aren't going to be, they're going to be kind of hold on to your buckle up. I think it's going to be a buckle up time. That's why I'm desperately trying to get everybody to balance everything out. Because when we balance everything out, we can handle things like this a little better. It's like our force field. Yeah, I have some thoughts about these cards here, guys, because this one, the trickster, came with the lover and its choices, and that's exactly what the trickster said, the choices. A merman and mermaid embrace their tails, entwined. The couple seems perfect for one another, but look closely, and the relationship is not yet resolved. While the merman appears absorbed in his beloved, the mermaid is distracted. Her color is blue for coldness, and she turns away from his gaze. This symbolizes the dilemma of the lovers. There is great potential here for love, but a decision or commitment needs to be made. There is a mature decision to make as you reach a turning point. You may need to make an investment in the future, financial plan, buying a home, or moving for work, for example. And the choice isn't straightforward. In relationships, you bond and commit or walk away. An additional meaning of this card for those who are single is being ready for a new serious love relationship. Love is coming. Make your choice based on your long-term future rather than short-term gains. In love, wait for the right person rather than distract yourself with flirtations. This is love, commitment, future plans, maturity, dedication, emotion, separation. This isn't always about a couple. This is a choice card, and this was just here. This is the clarifier for this choice. So, okay, this is a couple right here. This could be a man or a woman, the trickster. They just got a man on here right now. Yeah. And they got a woman here, but it could be vice versa. It could be a woman here and a man here. I mean, There's a trickster, a wee bit of devil in all of us. And then this, they're saying it's the lovers, but it's also the choice. So could it be a business deal? Could it be a romance, a marriage? Could it be, there's all kinds of perceptions this trickster could be, not just about romance because they're entwined looking beautiful, but it could be about a business deal. One is thinking it's going to be a beautiful deal. The other one's looking over here going, I don't think so. I'm thinking about going with this deal. So this could be a number of perceptions. Let's not go to the marriage relationship thing on this. Let's say whatever else too. It could be someone living with you that's the trickster. Just be careful right now. There's a lot of warnings coming up in these cards just to keep your eye open. And we got the Two of Air, and this is choice, and it came up reversed like this. So we have gotten the trickster and choice and a lot of potential blockages coming up here. And this is going to be another blockage. The Two of Air reversed cautions against taking a black and white approach to life. To do so is to move through life with a closed mind and eyes that only see part of what is. It is to refuse to look at the bigger picture. Are you taking a rigid and inflexible stance when an open mind and heart is needed? Understanding is required, and that means accepting that sometimes there is no right or wrong. Sometimes both parties can be right and both parties can be wrong. Embracing the spectrum of color that is life opens the minds and in turn reveals that there is more than just the right choice or the wrong choice available. Yeah, we've got a lot of options and we have a lot of choices. And that choice card, we've got to remember it's all our choice. If you say I ended up with this person and I'm stuck, it's your choice to be stuck. So, like I said, it's all choice. Now, we did get one more tarot card flew out, and I thought I should keep it because we just got so many choices and all that. We got judgment, and this is self-reflection. The conch shell is the earliest horn trumpet sounding to declare war and to herald royalty. The mermaid angel calling on her conch shell raises memories from the deep, asking us to review our past actions before moving on. I was just talking to some friends about this, and that is a real big thing. We have to remove all of the past that's binding us and keeps us up at 3 a.m. because we can't change it. But if we dwell on it, it binds us. I've said that many times. It's time to revisit the past, to take stock before you move on. You may muse on happy memories or discover that there's unfinished business. So you may find yourself being in touch with someone from the past or revisiting an old situation to find answers. At this time, you'll also be judging yourself on your past actions. Did you do the right thing? An additional meaning of this card is spiritual connection, linking with those in spirit guides, angels, and loved ones. If you feel you need to give a person a second chance or return to an old situation, now is the time to decide. If you're reassessing the past in other ways, don't be too hard on yourself. This is interesting. Contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances, guilt, spirituality, and memories. It's just having a long discussion. It was a great discussion, actually, with some friends tonight about that same thing. And one had a lot of religion behind her, and I have religion and spirituality behind me. And we were discussing things, and it was actually a really good conversation. I'm very open to pretty much anything. And I would hope that everybody would be open to my philosophies on things because they are just our opinions, because all of us could be wrong. None of us might be right. Okay, now, that was those cards, and those are some warnings and some thoughts we need to really look into and look around. We also got the practical magic, and we have a number 24, which is a 6, be kind, charming. Some people consider kindness a weakness, but they couldn't be more wrong. Kindness is a strength. It's a superpower, and you can make it contagious. Being kind improves the lives of those around you as well as your own and release endorphins, which make kindness a mood booster and natural painkiller. There's correlation between how kind you are and how happy you are. A 2019 study by Oxford University and kindness.org, Happy You Are, a 2019 study, discovered that performing one kind act a day for a week boosted people's own happiness. And the more act of kindness they carried, people's own happiness. The more acts they carried out, the happier they were. It didn't matter whether it was for a stranger, a family member, or a friend, the result was the same. Being kind made them feel good about themselves. And this doesn't even take into account how much joy they were spreading to the people they were kind to, and the cascade effect of that on others. Kindness is contagious in the best possible way. When someone shows they care for you, you're more likely to be caring in return. You will also be inspired to be kind to others as well. Additionally, those who view compassion acts are encouraged to be more compassionate, magnifying the impact immensely. What a wonderful gift could give the world and yourself. In contrast, people who are treated unkindly are less likely to be kind or invested in the well-being of others. They'll start doubting their own worthiness too. Sadly, unkindness perpetuates itself just as strong as kindness. When this card comes to you, it's a reminder to be kind to others, to the planet, and to yourself. These are stressful times, and it's easy to allow fear and anxiety to guide your actions. When circumstances are challenging, it can be hard to constantly be your best self and respond in the best possible way. But this makes kindness even more important and more precious. The smallest kind of act can have a ripple effect that changes not only your day, but the mood and well-being of everyone you come in contact with. As well as being contagious, kindness is teachable and cumulative. Admittedly, there are times when it seems the bullies win and you need to be ruthless and uncaring to succeed. But kindness does not equal weakness, just the opposite. It is a strength. This is a quiet but immense power in kindness, consideration, and compassion. Being kind improves your connection to others, increases your self-esteem as well as others, and breaks down the barriers people put up around their hearts. It can inspire real camaraderie at work and help people who have felt diminished start to blossom. Whereas cruelty causes people to shut down emotionally, kindness does the opposite. You can achieve more and help others to achieve more because they feel supported, cared about, and seen. You can be gentle yet tough in the pursuit of justice, fairness, and peace. Kindness is one of the most valuable yet undeliverable or undervalued character traits of all for yourself and the world. So allow it to transform your life and the lives of those around you. While there are immense personal benefits, kindness is also its own reward. So don't put conditions on your acts of service. Do nice things for the joy of spreading love and compassion in a sometimes discouraging world without the expectation that you'll get something in return. Do them not because of who the receipt is, but who you are. And when someone gifts you with a kindness, accept it with grace and gratitude, rather than refusing it or looking for an ulterior motive and then pay it forward. Embody the kindness you want for the world, and your own world will expand in a beautiful way. I agree with that. When I meet anger, I feel the anger. You just feel it. You can't get away from that. Okay, now we got the Soul Helper Oracle, and we got a wonderful surprises coming. Something entirely new awaits you at number 27, which is a 9. Drawing this card heralds a surprise. Something completely new will appear on your soul path. It will take the form of a unique and magical opportunity. something more significant than it might at first appear, or an enchanting and uplifting encounter. It is an opportunity that should not be ignored. These are the moments that make our lives magical and worthwhile, moments that carry the promise and carry the promise of adventure and song of freedom that could make life sweeter than a wonderful, joyful surprise. You have drawn this card at this time as there is a chance that you might otherwise miss the surprise, or a even a risk that you might spoil it, which would be a great shame. Place this card somewhere prominent nearby as a visual aid and daily reminder. Go out and meet with friends or coworkers. Do something with like-minded people and live your life in the near future like a child, carefree and playful. Be silly, even a bit irrational. The real surprise in life, those that are of true value, are best seen through the eyes of a child. Keep the otter with you as a power animal. And since otters love water, why not seek out some water too? Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the otter, herbal essence is vanilla, the healing crystal is the sherbel, and the number is a 9. Let's see what we got here. Number 9 reveals that you have something new to learn. Be open, receptive, and curious enough to seek it out. You will then find wisdom and an unconditional, deep healing love. Number 9 will help you reach a point of completion so that you can turn your attention to the mysteries of the unknown and the new. Its energy field is indestructible without being inflexible. Number 9 always remains true to itself. 9 plus 9 equals 18, whose digits add up to 9. 9 times 9 is 81, whose digits add up to 9. Multiply any number by 9 and add the 2 digits of the resulting number together, and they always add up to 9. It is almost as if it absorbs every other number through this calculation. Number 9 teaches you how to do this, to accept the powers offered to you in order to achieve perfection. This number is fulfillment and completion, but also a beginning and an end. I like that card. We've got that a few times. Now we got the angels and ancestors, and something is trying to tell us something from the ancestral realm. We got the druid, hold the space, and my mood ring is blue. It's not green. It looks green, but it's blue. Okay, we got the druid. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. I've been saying that to my husband for a long time. Right now, we are where we are supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of Britain, Ireland, and France. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perception and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. That is an interesting reflection on that. I've read that a couple times and I never really thought of that. Yeah, because when you move, you pull up your roots and you move and you gotta start all over again. Yeah, I hear that. Drum and dream journey. And this keeps coming up, and that's telling me that someone is doing a lot of dreaming and not journaling. Do a dream journal. Do a journal during the day when you see things or hear things that you don't understand. Write it down. Journey inwards to uncover insight and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. This dream is inspired by the sacred drum of the Sami. an indigenous people of northern Norway, Sweden, and Finland. In shamanic traditions in all four corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid meditation. A drum beat can become hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realm and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. You are very connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surround you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner visions is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true, know it and live it. Yes, they do. I have a dream journal and I do that just because if it happens, I can go back and look at it and I tell people. So yeah, you should always tell somebody about your dreams because if you do have one and it comes true, then they don't say, oh yeah, right, sure. We got the elder healing through the lineage and we keep getting the elder. So that's telling me we have a lot of ancestors around right now. Your ancestors' guides gather around you at this time. Great healing is unfolding and carving a newfound freedom for your lineage. The First Nations people of Australia are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their historic hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balanced with the earth. This card is in honor of them as sacred earth protectors and the living embodiment of tradition. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have experienced expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. The freedom you can claim is healing that lovingly supports your entire family's constellation. That's a great card. So far, we've had some great cards tonight. That card and that card are going to be left for close to the end. We got a special visitor today. Again, we've had this two times now in the last, I think in a few weeks. I'd have to look back at my thing. Oh, I don't think I write those ones down. Okay. We got a couple cards. We got one that we got the other night. We didn't get this one the other night. This is Protect the Wild and Green. You are a guardian of the earth and all who share it, the trees, the animals, the birds, insects, and inhabitants of the ocean blue. It is time to play an active role in protecting and preserving the wild and the green by being aware of and limiting your impact upon the natural world. This world is not yours to possess. It is a gift given to you and your children. Tread gently, tread with care, and walk with love. Remember, your relationship with the world is a symbiotic one. That's true. When I see people harming, you got to think about it. When you see people harming the environment, garbage in it, and throwing things and breaking things and cutting trees down, like the forestry, they're whacking all the trees down to make money, a profit. It damages it. It really does a lot. And when we want profit so bad that we're taking advantage of our world and our earth that we live on, that's a shame. We got this two times now, and it's need and necessities. Night and day exist within the very same moment. Creation and destruction wear the same face. You only see one or the other because you are not seeing the whole. What you may see as harmful another may believe is good. All is based upon perception. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not right or wrong. Ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for your continuing well-being and happiness? If the answer is yes, then act. If the answer is no, then do not. I think we have to reevaluate how we're using the earth. And I think that that is a big step in how to change. Because people tend to move in, we move on to property and we kill everything around us because we don't like a bug and we don't, and I terrorize flies. But we've got to really be careful. There is things that are good for our ecosystem. We can't go around. I think pretty soon there's going to be bugs that disappear because they were man-made. Here, the ancient ones. This is a beautiful one, and we got this the other day. This has everything in it that's ancient. The owl, the crescent moon, the crystals, the golden spiders on either side, and the earth, the water coming and watering the tree. The indigenous people of the world are those who have lived in harmony with the land for countless generations. Among them are the elders, those knowledge and wisdom can teach us of our relationship with nature, of living a life of empathetic awareness, and to better understand our role as caretaker of the earth. They can teach us the wisdom of taking only what we need, of wasting little and honoring all sacrifices made so that you may live and grow. Hear the wisdom of the ancient ones, learn from their knowledge and lore and traditions. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a dream about that, and my dream showed me that we shouldn't take any shells that could be a house for a sea, in the sea. We shouldn't take anything that we're not going to utilize because that's the living thing. And we just we gotta reevaluate what we're doing. Now, this is Melchizedek. Divine knowledge, higher learning, commit to your vision through study. And this is the divine master. Melchizedek, whose name means king of righteousness, is the first high priest mentioned in the Bible, the one who initiated all the heart teachers who came after him. He is mentioned in several Abrahamic texts, including the Dead Sea Scrolls and also the Kabbalistic text, the Zohar. He is an ancient gatekeeper of light who is dedicated to helping all those walking the spiritual path take the initiatory steps to align with the light. He is the leader of the spiritual group called the Order of Melchizedek, a divine order of light beings, angels, and masters, including Archangel Michael and Jesus, who worked in congregation to bright light and energy to the world. These beings are the keepers of Christ's light and Holy Spirit energy. You are being encouraged to dive into spiritual studies. Don't skim the surface, go deep, for there's important information out there that will support you in taking your path and skills to the next level. There's a good chance that you may want to get out there with what you know, but the universe wants you to study a little more before taking a leap into the unknown. When you study, you demonstrate how committed you are to the spiritual path. And when you are committed, the universe will present you with opportunities that will take you further along the path and towards a feeling of fulfillment and purpose. If you're intending to work in a particular field, ask yourself if there's anything you need to read up on or study first. If so, or if something springs to mind, take note, as this is your next step. Interesting. Now, we had this a few days ago and we got it again. Emerald Tablet, Activation, Cosmic Order, Divine Alchemy, Conscious Manifesting. Okay, I think I forgot about this. We're playing a game when you come in here. It's the magic manifest button. It's the like button. I want to see how many people are playing with their inner child, their imaginary friend, we've got to get the joy and the happiness back in the manifestation and say it out loud. And there's I was talking to somebody tonight and in the Bible. I'll have to go look. It says to say it out loud. Well, that's kind of like manifesting, really. So say what you want to manifest out loud. I'm manifesting all the healing technology at the end of this year for everyone. We got all the cures. That's what I'm working on manifesting. I'm thinking about it and I'm talking about it. But manifest something small, like something, and come back and let me know, let everybody know how long it took you. So hit the magic likey manifestation button. That way I'll know how many people. Now there's more people starting to get involved because I'm getting more likes, and that's good. Or if you don't want to like me, that's fine. Put it in the comment and say I manifested something, and I'll let you know. That'd be good. Okay. Now, the Emerald Tablet is one of the most celebrated of the Hermetic texts, a series of sacred Egyptian Greek texts from the 2nd century or earlier. They form the basis of the Hermetists, a spiritual tradition that brings together science and spirituality through investigation into the cosmos, mind, and nature. Most of the texts are a series of dialogues between a teacher and a student, and are based on the concept of alchemy, the art of the turning lead into gold, or something that is leaden and heavy into a golden opportunity. The Emerald Tablet is said to have carved on a bright green stone that was transported to Egypt around the fall of Atlantis and stored in the halls of Amenti, under the Great Pyramid. Although this legend is widespread, the origin of the text is shrouded in mystery. We do know that it is made up of 14 passages, which first appeared in a book written sometime between the 6th and 18th centuries, and has been highly influential. Its most famous statement is, as above, so below, meaning that what is in the high heavens is reflected upon the earth. The author signs off as Hermes Trismegistus, which is another name for Thoth, who is featured in this deck and is thought to have been the priest king of Atlantis. The idea is that he knew of the approaching end of that civilization and hid the Emerald Tablet and many other teachings in order to preserve them for spiritual aspirants in the future. That's interesting. And what's even more interesting, it's on page 71. If you reverse it, it's a 17. Cue the card. Okay. When the Emerald Tablet activation card appears, you're being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there's a part of you that knows you hold great power within. This is a special time for you to use the power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is in alignment with your best interest. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow, even the unsettling moment. But you are a master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenged and use it to create a positive opportunity for yourself. As above, so below. All the thoughts you send up to source will contribute to your evolution on Earth. I love that card, which you know I do. I love that. Okay, we got an interesting human spirit oracle today. A number 13, which is a 4. We got 3 4s today. That's pretty cool. Which is a 12, which goes down to a 3, which is a divine message. Okay, hit your target. Ready, aim, fire. We see you have been practicing your skill of hitting your mark. Well done. Because whatever project or adventure you are on now, that you are so close to that bullseye, you are hitting that target. It might feel strange when everything falls into place, everything clicks, but you worked hard for this. It is okay to enjoy success, enjoy the journey, and take a moment to pat yourself on the back. Skills take time, practice, and patience. Hitting your target is no different. You know that you want and exactly how to get it. There is absolutely no shame in your game. I love that card. Okay. Wow. that was our magical Monday, and I love the message. It was a warning, take precaution, be careful out there. And I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.